Welcome to Connect More. My name is Brian Smalley, or Chef Lubu. Connect More is a YouTube series where I interview artists, designers, and YouTube and Twitch personalities and try to really let the viewer connect more with the person behind the work. With me today is Max Davenport. Did I pronounce that correctly? Of the New Hampshire Davenports, I'm sure. Max, if you want to introduce yourself and tell the folks where you work or a little bit about your history.
My name's Max. I'm currently a concept artist at Gearbox Software, and so yeah, just back in town for Smart Worlds.
So Max, tell me about your work history. Tell me where you come from, about how you got in the industry.
So I went to art school in Pennsylvania at the Art Institute of Pittsburgh. Was there for 3.5 years.
My fun fact: my old art teacher in high school was there. She was She also said "use guys" all the time.
Use or yins or
She'd say yins sometimes.
Yeah, it's pretty Pennsylvania.
She had Steelers stuff everywhere in the art room.
Or Stillers, as they Anyway, so yeah, I was there. And I actually got a job out of school working at a mobile studio there called Shell Games. Wonderful place. It was a great place to kickstart my career, doing some stuff for tablets. And then I actually got a call from my buddy Sean, who's art directing up here at Hi-Rez. And so, yeah, it came down. It was a great time. I was here for about 2 years. And yeah, last year shipped off, went out to Dallas. Now I'm working at Gearbox, working on Battleborn. So yeah, it's really cool.
Very cool. So you're an artist, not a game designer in the traditional sense. First and foremost, what is your favorite art? Like what is you could go anywhere from anime to the Baroque. And I was an art student, before I joined the army, the natural progression. And what is your favorite art style?
So for me, it's a little different. Like a lot of my personal stuff that I do, usually I don't try and stick to one thing in particular. I try. It's like, okay, I'll try and do like traditional painting or just like ink sketching or that. So I try and look for different sources of inspiration.
Video game wise, other than Darksiders, has anything recent in the last year really picked your interest? Because we haven't had, obviously we haven't had a Darksiders game in the last year. So is there anything in this 2015 bracket that really did it for you?
As far as like integration and art, Ori and the Blind Forest was a super big win for me. Like that game, it literally brought me to tears. It was just like so seamlessly kind of integrated. Like I loved it.
You just beat me, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. Because you had three ways.
I had two options. Yeah.
Okay. Artists generally get the same questions from the fans every single time. It's like, I want to be an artist. I want to draw. What is the one question you can if you can answer one question now for the end of time, so you never have to get it asked again? What is that? What are you going to answer? What's the question? What's your answer for it?
The biggest question I always get is just how did you get where you are? How do you get into that industry? And for me, honestly, it was three things. Like having the right education for that. And I don't mean actually going to school. Because you honestly don't need to have a degree to be an artist. You just need to have the chops. You just need to grow those skills. And so if you can find the right resources and practice and do your thing and know what you want, then you can go anywhere with it. Second thing is knowing how to ask the right questions. And then so that was a big thing for me, learning, just trying to figure out how I'm gonna run my show, how I'm gonna do anything in my life. It's just making sure that I knew who to talk to and I knew what to talk to them about. And that led to more just professional connections and more, just more networking and more things like that. And ultimately, the third thing is it really does matter who you know. And so that networking and just honestly, not even so much as just knowing people, but just making friends and just kind of being a good person. Literally, in this industry, you have to be good and you have to be easy to work with. So if you can follow those simple rules, you're gonna do great.
Yeah, one of the things I've always heard of, I've got friends in a lot of studios these days, and it's always like, we won't always hire the best person, but we will look for the best person for that. Fuck my life. But we will look for the best person for that job. He's just destroying me. I am getting shit on. But yeah, they always want to look for someone who fits better with the team than just the best technically proficient person. It is important that you present yourself as someone who gets along with people. Because if you're that guy who's like, I'm the best, you end up with the dude at the end of Grandma's Boy. Yeah. It's a joke, but that's a real guy that a lot of us have met and dealt with, is the guy who thinks he's the second coming of Jesus, and it's like, dude, you need to be a team member first and a fucking, whatever else second. Well, Max, thanks for coming out here and beating the living shit out of me 3 games in a row. It was great talking to you. Do you want to plug your game for the young audience?
So yeah, guys, working on Battleborn right now. It's going to be out May 3rd on PC and consoles. So yeah, check it out.
That's tentative.
Yeah.
Things change. Who knows?
Yeah,
You're an artist.
I could be lying. It does. Yeah.
It's coming out Mayish.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Man. Thanks for having me.